Welcome to Monday morning and a new week and a new month. How's it going, founders? I have my coffee. You got yours? Hello and welcome to Monday Morning Musings and Motivations. I'm Ande Lyons, startup coach to first-time founders, because, hey, after raising 4 businesses of my own, I now help newly minted business owners sleep through the night while raising their businesses. And give me a thumbs up or a high five if you're feeling the love for a new day or a new week or this new month, or perhaps you're not feeling the love, which is totally okay. Some Mondays, it's like, why bother? And I totally get that. What challenges did you bump into last week? I know you bumped into some. You're a founder. What challenges did you solve last week? Or are they hanging out there in the horizon, waiting for you to solve them? Come on, let's do it. Let's talk about those. I'd love to hear about them, and I'd love to celebrate your wins and your learnings with you. You're not alone, okay? This morning, I'm musing about building a strong founder team, whether it's 1 hire or 5. You can't overlook the importance of finding the right teammates to help you make the dream work. And I'm sharing the Andelicious advice about your dream. When you feel overwhelmed about that mountain that you're climbing and you want to pull over to the side and maybe take a day, a week, a month, a year off from it, how do you keep going? And is it that important? And why is it that important? So stay tuned for some Monday morning motivation. And I'll be sharing the 2 live stream shows happening this week on the Startup Life Show, Wise Up Wednesday and Fab Founder Friday. So it's a new Monday and it's a new month. How are the Leos doing out there? Waving, waving. Happy birthday to you, Leos. Let's do this. Let's move on. And hey, look where I'm live streaming right now. On LinkedIn, hey LinkedIn, Facebook, Facebook, YouTube, yes, and Periscope. And, I also go live on Twitch, but honestly, I have not done the work on Twitch to get followers. So if you happen to be on Twitch and you want to follow me, great, and I'll follow you back, okay? But all this wonderful live streaming is because of the wonderful StreamYard platform. I love it, something fierce, and it makes my life very, very easy. And I've got my coffee. Clink, clink, April. Yay, building a solid foundation. I love that. Clink, clink. Yeah, Marielle, I can't work the clicker and the coffee cup, but it just makes my heart sing to see you here in the threads. Thank you, my dear friend. Makeup artist, everybody. Amazing. And the marketing maven right here. Good morning, Vicki O'Neill from beautiful Ohio. Yes, I had a great weekend. Yesterday was Happy Birthing Day. So you moms who have birthed the babies, you celebrate their birthday, but it's also, you got to celebrate that you birthed them. So I had a really fun time celebrating the birthing day. Anyway, so thrilled everybody's tuning in. So I want to talk about what has been your experience in hiring for your startup. Now, many of you may be doing 1099 freelancers, which is great. I'm one of those. And solopreneurs, you have to remember you cannot go this journey alone. Reuben Harris told me that, and it really stuck with me. And you really, even if it's freelancers, you need to have a team to help you make the dream work. But what happened was on Saturday, Will Herman reached out to me on LinkedIn. He's a seasoned founder and angel investor. Go connect with him. He pinged me on LinkedIn over the weekend to comment on a recent post he wrote from his startup playbook about the importance of building the right startup team. And with a great founding team, you increase your odds of getting funding, getting into an accelerator, recruiting people to help you out, solving problems more quickly and efficiently, and yes, balancing the load. What often happens for founders is instead of taking the time to look at skill sets and personality matches, they choose people who are like right there. Hey, you, come on, come help me. They choose the most convenient people, sometimes friends or former coworkers or someone who's ready to work at a reduced rate. Or they'll act impulsively as they rope in someone with specific skills to address an immediate need as the company is just starting out. May not be a need you need later on, just saying. Or someone who other people suggest they need. Well, you kind of want to make other people happy, especially if it's an investor suggesting that you hire this person. But these founders do this conveniently and quickly without really thinking about the future of the company or its long-term requirements. And look, I understand you have a short window to develop that MVP. You have a short runway due to financial constraints. And frankly, you may want to focus on what feels like more pressing issues and more interesting challenges. Well, whether it's co-founders or key hires for your startup, you need to stop and be thoughtful about the process. What challenges have you run into in the past with your hiring? Share them. I've made every mistake in the book, just sharing that. And I've hired outstanding folks, which I felt really great about. So we can have everything from oh no to great and everything in between. I've let someone who was not a fit stay too long. Anybody else? And I recruited someone who could have been hired for more money at a way cooler company, but they wanted to work for me. It was such a good win. As you dive deeper into the role of founder and the process of hiring aligned folks for your startup, I got to say, your very first step is to be brutally honest about your strengths and your weaknesses, because you can't fill in your holes or augment your skill set if you don't admit where you have weaknesses. And we all have them. So your goal should be to find teammates who are good at the things that you are not, technically, procedurally, emotionally, right? Then you need to make sure they have an appetite for the startup journey. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so important. Some potential hires may be excited by the thought of working at a startup, but you got to make sure that they can handle the roller coaster ride, that they have proven adversity and adaptability skills in their background that they've built over the years. Because sometimes payroll will be delayed. Sometimes, what hits the fan. You can't have people, diving off because they can't handle it. You really need to screen for this. And oh my gosh, with all due respect to you, smarty pants, recent college grads. And I get that there's some who have already had experience, which is wonderful, but founders, please do not hire someone fresh out of school who has the enthusiasm and the desire, but not the experience. You're a startup founder, not, way in the stage founder. You do not have the time to train someone. I know your heart is in the right place on wanting to bring someone on and expose them. And a lot of founders think, oh my gosh, they're on social media all the time. They'll be great for my business. No, they haven't been trained in business social media. And again, you don't have time to train them. You want to take this workload and go, here, you do it. And in fact, you do it better than I do it. Please, dear God, thank you. So, new hires, they need to come with the ability to hit the ground running and add value from day one. And it's Gary Vee. If you're not watching Gary Vee, go watch some of his videos. They're wonderful. He often says, hire slowly and let go quickly. That is key. Make sure everybody understands 30-day at will. Keep going for the 30-day checkup, 30-day checkup again, another 30-day checkup. You've got to make sure that if they're not a fit, you have the pathway to move them on. All right. Now, when you're raising capital for your startup, your ability to recruit a strong team speaks volumes to investors. They'll have more faith and trust in your ability to build your business because you've surrounded yourself with a really strong team and ideally a terrific board of advisors. Oh, and this is something I learned along the way. Please make sure you have an HR consultant. I had a .com in California. Okay, it's a very litigious state around HR issues. Make sure someone is on board because each state has different labor and employment laws and that you need to adhere to, and you don't want to end up with a lawsuit. So get that HR consultant. And hey, any HR consultants out there, ping me. I'd love to add you to my Ande-licious resources, okay? So again, how's everyone doing? So great to see everybody. Yeah, let's see. I've never said, oh yeah, going back to the birthing. Absolutely. You got it, mamas. You brought them into the world. You got to know, got to celebrate them. That's right, Vicki. It's really hard to train new people when you're only a one-person company, but it's critical to the hire and life of your company. Yes, I mean, you want to be able to bring them onto train them in the culture. It's a really good point, Vicki. But they've got to come with the ability to do things as well, if ideally better than you, because they're filling that hole, that weakness. And yeah, so Rona, Gary V, V-E-E. So if you go into YouTube and you type in Gary and V-E-E, seriously, you will, well, you might enjoy. I mean, if curse words are not your thing, you may not. He's very ADD, openly ADD about how he moves in the world, but he has deep empathy for the journey, and he has great nuggets in his conversation. So I throw that out there. I think he's a terrific person to tap into, especially when you're feeling down in the dumps about all the work that you're doing. And speaking of down in the dumps and all the work you're doing and sometimes not seeing evidence for moving forward, how's your mindset? It's Monday. How'd you do getting out of bed? It can be tough. It can be really tough. So let's chat about your dream and your vision for your startup. Because I know some days you jump out of bed and you're filled with purpose and you're ready to move that beautiful business of yours forward. I love those days. Don't you wish you could just bottle those days and then just do a shot and go, ding, I'm that person today, yay. But other days, you know, brain fog, the pressure of doing all of this, you're wondering if you'll ever realize the dream. Day after day goes by. Efforts on your part seem to fall into a bottomless bucket. So let me share I got a couple of quotes, a couple of, probably cliches here that I want to share with you. And here's one of them. Yes. The tiny cost of failure is dwarfed by the huge cost of not trying. You know, I got to start every Monday probably with a Seth Godin quote. I just love him, something fierce. But this is true. We can be really scared about failing. But boy, you know, when you're sitting there and you're feeling paralyzed about what to do next, really hold on to the cost of not trying. That is so much greater. You do not want to get to the end of your life for not trying. Just throwing that out. Here's another great quote that I love, love, love. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. I don't care what stage of life you're at. This is something I think we all struggle at with, whether we're just getting out of college, I don't want to spend time doing that, or later in life. My God, I've got an expiration date. What the heck? No, you really need to understand that this time is going to pass anyway. Why not work on your dream and realizing your dream? So I love that quote by Earl. Let me just throw that back up again. Never give up on a dream just because of the time it will take to accomplish it. The time will pass anyway. I'm just wondering, anybody got a high five on that one? Yeah, exactly, Marielle. And I know you are working on parallel dreams, which is wonderful. We've got this big business. We've got this opportunity over here and that, you know, you can have multi-stream dreams. Did I just coin that? Anyway, yay, Marielle. I know you. I see you. You are amazing on what you're doing. You wake up every day with a fierce commitment to pursuing your dreams. And that is outstanding. Thank you for that. It's not someone else's job, by the way, everyone, to bet on your vision. Like, you can't be looking at it like, you agree with me? Isn't my vision amazing? No, that's not their job. It's not their job to feel passionate. Don't you love my dream? Isn't it amazing? It's not their job. It's your job to execute and implement and find the courage and find the passion to bring your dream to fruition. And hey, The dream and vision may not fully materialize in your first, your second, or even your third attempt, or even more. Now, you've heard the PayPal founder quote, right? Well, let me pull that up for you. I've got a quote for that. This is one of my favorites too. The very first company I started failed with a great bang. The second one failed a little bit less, but still failed. The third one, proper failed, but it was kind of okay. I recovered quickly. Number 4 almost didn't fail. It still didn't really feel great, but it did okay. And then number 5 was PayPal. Okay? How wonderful is that? That's a reminder that you are on the journey to have that fulfilled moment. It may not come with your first business, second business, your first dream, second, third, fourth dream, or it may, which is great. You may go on to have like incredible fulfillment with all of your dreams. But remember, each lived experience you're getting from each of your businesses, each of your dreams, each of your visions. Okay, that's Alexa. She's got a notice for me. Each one of your visions, each one of your dreams is going to give you the experience to take it to the next one that's going to help you soar. So I think I just love that quote, something fierce. Yes, well, I love you, something fierce, Marielle O'Rourke. Seriously, you're amazing. Yeah, I know, Rona. Multi-stream dreams. Well, you know what I've learned over the years, Rona, is that founders have a backup. Okay, they have a queue of innovations. So they've got this one innovation they're working and they're disrupting or bringing to the world, and they feel really excited about it. But they got a lineup of 1, 2, 3, or 4 behind that. And sometimes I think you need to, be launching a few if you can. It's not always that easy, but I think that's important. So here's another thing you have to remember too, is that when you're going through a really difficult time with your business, oh my gosh, remember, tough times are not here to stay. They're just not. They're here to pass. You've heard that other cliche quote, if you're going through hell, keep on going, right? It's the same thing. It'll pass and you'll get to the other side. The important thing is to take what you need from that experience, the learning of it all, and then put a bookmark in that chapter, or at least get some help to do that. So I know that's a lot of motivation for August 3rd, 2020, this Monday morning of musings and motivation. I know it's a lot that I threw out to you this morning, but look, your vision for your startup right now, your vision is worth all the effort you're making today, this minute. Find a way, put on the great music, whatever it is, have a good conversation with someone. Find a way to jumpstart your day if you're flagging. And please, please, please keep going. And if you need help, if you are struggling with your startup's vision and you need someone to help you put together a 30-day, 60-day strategy that you can wake up and say, okay, this is what I need to do today, please reach out to me for a 15-minute free conversation. I'll tell you about how we can do this and give you some accountability and a roadmap for you and your startup. So great to be here on Mondays. So here's what's coming up this week on the Startup Life Live show. We have Wise Up Wednesday, where I interview an expert who levels up helps us level up our founder game. And we always have to be doing better, because as we do better, our business does better. And we have Fab Founder Friday. And this is where I celebrate and interview a startup founder who is working hard to figure it out and shares their startup story so we can all learn together and have aha moments from their experiences. So let me share with you who is on Wise Up Wednesday. And you may know him, local folks. This is Coach AK. Phenomenal man. Really amazing. He's going to be talking about how to stop losing money and productivity with your startup. I've had the good fortune to meet and hug in person AK and get to know him personally here in the Boston area. And he is just phenomenal. He's a seasoned entrepreneur, a former professional athlete, and an executive coach who has the best tips, tools, and resources to help you and your team and your business achieve peak performance. And, we'll also be talking about what habits are you putting into place to help you succeed as a first-time founder. So if you know Coach AK, or if you don't, hop on LinkedIn and get connected with him, because we're going to be right here 1 p.m. Wednesday. I'll pull this back up again. Wednesday, August 5th at 1 p.m. He will light a fire in your heart and under your business, because he is very motivational, inspirational, and aspirational in getting folks to move forward. Then Friday, oh my gosh, you got to meet Maria Luna, Friday, August 7th at 1 p.m. EST. We're chatting with this phenomenal Latina fintech founder. And I have to tell you about a story, my background story with Maria. Okay, so it was January 2018. I was catching up on some Shark Tank episodes, and I saw this incredible female founder present her business to the sharks, and she was outstanding. And I said, oh my gosh, to my room and my plants and my cats, that is the most impressive female founder presentation I've ever seen. Well, no sooner did those words fall off my lips when QVC shark Lori Greiner said, Maria, you are one of the most impressive female founders I've ever seen in the carpet here. I'm in. Oh my gosh. So of course I had to hop on over to my favorite bar, Twitter, and share a tweet celebrating like minds and all that. And I heard right back from Maria, who said, thank you so much. It means a lot. # women empowerment. And we've been online friends ever since. So let me bring up her wonderful Friday, August 7th, 1 p.m. EST. Maria is an energetic serial entrepreneur with over 23 years of experience in marketing and managing consumer and healthcare brands at top companies. I know you will love her. And look, for a woman in fintech to be disrupting the industry, highly unlikely. And a Latina fintech founder, even more unlikely. This is someone we need to celebrate. # women empowerment, # female founders who are rocking it. So come by Friday at 1 p.m. EST, add some wind to the sails, learn from this extraordinary woman. She is so generous. You will fall in love with her, as I did. Okay, so to receive alerts every time I go live with these shows, please join my meetup group. And it's bit.ly, bit.ly/startup life, live, all capital, all caps. Click on that link, join me on Meetup, and that way you'll be alerted every time I post a new episode. Hey, founders, as always, it's an honor to be here with you. A delicious honor, I might add. Where's my coffee cup? Clink, clink, to an outstanding week. Thank you for showing up for your businesses and showing up for you, and for finding the motivation that you need to succeed with your dreams and your vision. I hope I get to see you on Wednesday or Thursday this week and online. You know, if you're hanging out, say hello. I'd love to see you. And let's take time to feel with our grateful hearts that we're up, we're bobbing, we're weaving, we're willing to persevere. We are tapping into our resilience and our tenaciousness, and we're ready to keep moving our dreams forward. I'm so grateful you tuned in this morning, and I'm wishing you a delicious day and a wildly wonderful week. Stay focused, and remember, you've got this. Mwah, everyone.